Ask yourself the question, what is the nature of my mind prior to the arising of a thought, sensation, or perception? Don't work this out rationally. We are experiencing the continual arising and disappearing of thoughts, sensations, and perceptions. What is the nature of the medium or field in which your thoughts, sensations, and perceptions are arising, existing, and vanishing? In order for an email to appear, relatively speaking, there must be some medium present prior to the email upon which it can appear. In order for a cloud to appear, there must be some medium or field present in which the cloud can form. In order for a thought or an image or a feeling, a sensation or a perception to appear, there must be some medium or field present in which that object of experience can arise, exist, and vanish. What is that? Don't answer this question with a word. Just become aware of the medium or the field within which your experience arises. What is its nature? Notice that we cannot find this field or medium as an object of experience. Any object of experience would be something that arises within this field. Whatever the medium or field within which our thoughts, sensations and perceptions arise, it must be inherently empty of thoughts, sensations and perceptions. Just like the screen of our laptop is inherently empty of emails, images and videos. If the screen were not empty, there would be no room on it for an email or an image. If the sky were not empty, there would be no room within it for the clouds. If the medium within which all experience arises were not itself empty of all objective experience, there would be no room for experience within it. It is on account of the emptiness of this field, the emptiness of objective content, that is, that the fullness of experience can arise within it. Notice that all possible thoughts, images, feelings, sensations and perceptions are able to arise in this field, not just particular types of thought or feeling, but all possible thoughts, feelings, sensations, etc. In other words, this medium or field is wide open without preference or discrimination or resistance. It is, as such, like empty space that does not have the ability to resist whatever appears within it, however good or bad or pleasant or unpleasant that appearance may seem to be. Notice that this open, empty field or medium within which all experience arises is not an inert field. It is a knowing field or an aware field. Whatever arises within it is simultaneously known by it. Understand and feel that you are this open, empty, aware field within which all experience arises, exists, and into which it vanishes. To refer to a medium or a field or a space in which our experience arises is not quite right. It is a concession to the mind that wants to explore its experience. Imagine a character in a dream who wants to explore the nature of the knowing with which she knows her experience. The knowing with which the dreamed character knows the dreamed world is, of course, the dreamer's mind. And the dreamer's mind doesn't appear anywhere in the dreamed character's world. It cannot be found anywhere in the time and space that the dreamed character seems to experience. In other words, the dream takes up no time or space in the dreamer's mind. Likewise, the presence, the space-like presence in which our experience arises, that is, our experience of time and space and all the events and objects that appear within it, does not itself appear in time or space. It has no dimensions. But as a concession to the mind that wants to think about the reality of its experience, we permit ourselves to visualize the medium within which all experience arises as a kind of field or space. So allow yourself to understand, but more importantly, feel yourself as the open, empty, aware space or space-like presence within which all your experience arises. See that your thoughts flow through this space like birds flying through the sky. And just as the flight of a bird leaves no trace on the sky, see that no thought leaves a trace in the space of awareness. In other words, a thought doesn't scar awareness. It doesn't leave a trace of itself. However pleasant or unpleasant, however kind or unkind, however true or false the thought may be, makes no difference. It appears, it flows through the space of awareness, it vanishes, leaving awareness in its original, pristine, open, empty, luminous or knowing condition. Remember, I'm not speaking of some abstract metaphysical awareness. I'm speaking of ourself, the very ordinary, familiar, intimate awareness that each of us is. If some thoughts stained or scarred awareness, we would have to get busy disciplining or getting rid of those particular types of thought. We would have to have an agenda with them. But no thought, irrespective of its content, stains or scars the open, empty, luminous field in which it appears, exists, and into which it vanishes. So there is no need to have any agenda whatsoever with the content of your thoughts. The sky has no opinion about the quality of the birds that fly through it or the number of the birds. One of the birds may take issue with the other birds, but the sky itself never takes issue with any of the birds. Likewise, one of our thoughts may take issue with the quality or number of our thoughts. But awareness itself never takes issue with anything. That is why it is always at peace. a peace that is not dependent upon the quality or the number of thoughts we have, but a peace that is prior to and independent of the existence and the quality and the quantity of thoughts.